Sometimes life will knock you down so hard it feels like you'll never get back up, but you will. Not only will you get back up, you'll rise stronger than ever. You just need to disappear for a while, rebuild yourself, and come back like a storm no one saw coming. When life throws chaos your way, the first step to regaining control is silence. It's not about shutting the world out forever. It's about pausing to reflect. Silence gives you the chance to hear your thoughts without interference. When you're constantly surrounded by noise, it's hard to know what's truly yours and what's the world's. Silence creates clarity. It allows you to sort through the clutter in your mind and find what matters. That's why some of the greatest minds in history value solitude. Is where solutions are born and strength is forged. You have to make time to hear your voice. It also helps you observe others. When you stop talking and start listening, you'll notice things you missed before. People's intentions, their motivations, and their truths become clearer when you let silence do the talking. This isn't about being passive, it's about being strategic. Silence isn't a weakness. It's choosing not to waste energy on things that don't move you forward. Not every argument needs your input, and not every criticism deserves a response. When you embrace silence, you also take control of your narrative. If no one knows what you're up to, they can't interfere. Privacy is power. Keep your plans close to your chest until it's time to execute them. Silence is also about conserving energy. The energy you save by not engaging in unnecessary noise can be redirected to what truly matters: your goals, your dreams, and your growth. You have to be intentional about where your energy goes. When you retreat into silence, people will notice. They'll wonder what you're up to. Let them. Your silence will say more than words ever could. Let it work for you while you focus on your comeback. One of the biggest traps people fall into is trying to prove themselves to others. It's exhausting, it's unproductive, and it puts your self-worth in someone else's hands. You don't need everyone's approval to move forward. You need to focus on your path, not their opinions. Proving yourself often comes from insecurity. You're trying to show people you're good enough, smart enough, or strong enough, but the truth is no one else gets to decide your worth. That's your job. When you realize that, you free yourself from the need to please everyone. It's important to understand that not everyone will see your vision. Not everyone will understand your journey, and that's okay. You don't owe anyone an explanation for the steps you're taking. What matters is that you believe in what you're building. When you stop trying to prove yourself, you take back your power. You stop giving others control over your decisions. Instead of seeking validation, you focus on what truly matters, doing the work and creating something meaningful. The time and energy you spend trying to impress others can be used to invest in yourself. Imagine what you could accomplish if you redirected that effort to your goals. The only person you should be competing with is the person you were yesterday. People will always have opinions, but opinions don't pay the bills and they don't build legacies. What builds legacies is action. Let your results do the talking. Success is the best proof you'll ever need, and it doesn't require you to say a word. When you stop chasing approval, you find freedom. Freedom to be yourself, freedom to take risks, and freedom to fail without fear of judgment. That freedom is what allows you to grow and ultimately succeed. If you're going to rebuild yourself, you have to start with the truth. You can't sugarcoat it. You can't ignore it. You have to look at yourself in the mirror and call out what's holding you back. Whether it's fear, procrastination, self-doubt, or bad habits, you have to face it head on. Honesty is the foundation of any transformation. Without it, you're just putting a Band-Aid over a wound that needs surgery. You have to dig deep and figure out what's broken before you can fix it. The process isn't easy, but it's necessary if you want real change. Acknowledging your flaws doesn't make you weak, it makes you strong. It shows you're brave enough to admit you're not perfect. And that's the first step toward growth. When you own your mistakes, you take control of your story. Being honest with yourself also means letting go of excuses. Stop blaming other people or circumstances for where you are. Take responsibility for your life. When you own your actions, you gain the power to change them. This honesty has to extend to your goals as well. Are you chasing something because it's truly your dream, or are you doing it because it looks good to others? Be real about what you want, not what the world says you should want. Honesty is also about recognizing your potential. You have strengths you're not even tapping into because you're too focused on your weaknesses. Take the time to identify what you're good at and use it to your advantage. When you start rebuilding with honesty, you lay a foundation that can't be shaken. Everything you build on it will be solid because it's based on truth, not illusion. That's where true strength comes from. This is a time to work on yourself like never before. When you're in the shadows, when no one is watching, that's when you need to grind. Focus on building skills that will make you unshakable. The world respects mastery comes from relentless practice. Think about the areas in your life where you need to improve. Maybe it's your career, your mindset, or your relationships. Whatever it is, identify the skills that will take you to the next level. Then commit to learning, growing, and perfecting them every single day. Investing in your skills isn't just about working harder, it's about working smarter. Seek out resources, mentors, tools that can accelerate your growth. Read books, take courses, and immerse yourself in environments that challenge you to be better. The beauty of this phase is that no one is expecting anything from you. You're not under the spotlight. So you're free to experiment, fail, and learn without fear of judgment. Use this time to push your limits and find out what you're truly capable of. Building skills also builds confidence. When you know you're prepared, you walk differently. You talk differently. You carry yourself with a quiet assurance that people notice. Confidence isn't arrogance, it's the result of putting in the work. Remember that every skill you develop is a tool in your arsenal. The more tools you have, the more equipped you are to handle any situation. Life will throw challenges your way, but with the right skills, you'll be ready to face them head on. When you return to the world, those skills will set you apart. People won't understand how you leveled up so quickly, but you'll know it was the hours, the effort, and the discipline you put in while they weren't paying attention. You can't rebuild yourself without taking care of your body. Your health is the foundation for everything else in your life. If your body isn't strong, your mind won't be strong, and your energy will suffer. You can't afford to neglect it. Start by fueling your body with the right food. What you eat isn't just about calories, it's about energy. The junk you put in your body will weigh you down physically and mentally. Choose food that nourishes you, food that keeps you sharp and focused. Exercise isn't just about looking good, it's about feeling good. When you move your body, you release stress, build endurance, and increase your energy levels. It's not about spending hours in the gym. It's about consistency. A little effort every day adds up over time. Rest is just as important as action. You can't rebuild yourself if you're running on empty. Sleep is when your body recovers, when your mind resets, and when your energy is restored. Don't underestimate the power of rest. Taking care of your health also means cutting out bad habits. Whether it's smoking, drinking, or anything else that's holding you back, now's the time to let it go. Your body is your most valuable asset. Treat it like it is. Mental health is just as crucial as physical health. Take time to meditate, reflect, and clear your mind. Surround yourself with positivity and avoid people or situations that drain you emotionally. Your mind is your most powerful tool. Keep it sharp and strong. When you make your health a priority, everything else falls into place. You have the energy, focus, and resilience to take on whatever comes your way. Without a strong foundation, nothing you build will last. Motivation will get you started, but discipline will keep you going. Motivation is like a spark. It burns bright for a moment, but it fades. Discipline is the fuel that keeps the fire burning no matter what. If you rely on motivation alone, you'll quit the second things get tough. Discipline is about showing up every single day, whether you feel like it or not. It's about sticking to your plan even when you're tired, frustrated, or unmotivated. Success doesn't care about your feelings. It cares about consistency. It comes from discipline. To build discipline, start with small daily habits. Set a schedule and stick to it no matter what. Whether it's waking up early, hitting the gym, or working on your craft, make it non-negotiable. Discipline is a muscle. And the more you use it, the stronger it gets. Discipline also means sacrificing short-term pleasure for long-term gain. It's about saying no to distractions and temptations that don't align with your goals. It's not always easy, but the rewards are worth it. Every time you choose discipline over comfort, you're building the life you want. Accountability is key to discipline. Hold yourself to a higher standard and don't make excuses. If you slip up, own it, but get right back on track. Discipline isn't about being perfect. It's about being consistent and resilient. Surround yourself with disciplined people. Your environment shapes you more than you realize. If you're around people who are focused and driven, their habits will rub off on you. Discipline is contagious, so choose your circle wisely. When you master discipline, you become unstoppable. You don't rely on feelings to dictate your actions. You act because you're committed, not because it's convenient. Discipline is the bridge between where you are and where you want to be. Rebuilding yourself requires a peaceful mind. Chaos and drama will only distract you and drain your energy. You have to protect your peace like it's your most valuable asset, because in many ways it is. Without peace, you can't think clearly, act decisively, or grow effectively. Start by setting boundaries. Not everyone deserves access to your time, energy, or emotions. Learn to say no without guilt and walk away from anything that disrupts your peace. You don't owe anyone an explanation for protecting your mental space. Cut ties with toxic people. Whether it's a negative friend, a manipulative family member, or a draining coworker, you have to let them go. Toxicity is like poison. It spreads and destroys everything in its path. Choose your relationships carefully. Social media can also steal your peace. Constantly comparing yourself to others or consuming negativity online will leave you feeling empty. Take breaks from the screen and focus on real-life connections and personal growth. Protecting your peace doesn't mean avoiding challenges. It means managing your response to them. Life will test you, but you don't have to let every situation disrupt your inner calm. Control what you can and let go of what you can't. Create routines that promote peace. Start your mornings with meditation, prayer, or journaling to set a positive tone for the day. End your nights with reflection or gratitude to clear your mind. These small practices can have a big impact on your mental well-being. Peace is power. When your mind is calm and focused, you can handle anything life throws at you. Protecting your peace isn't selfish. It's essential for your growth and success. People love to underestimate you. They'll judge you by where you are now and assume that's all you'll ever be. Let them. Use their doubt as fuel, but don't waste time trying to prove them wrong. Instead, focus on proving yourself right. When you disappear to rebuild yourself, you give people the chance to forget about you. Let them think you've given up or faded away. The element of surprise is a powerful tool. When you return, they won't see you coming. While they're busy talking, you're busy working. Let them waste their energy doubting you while you quietly make moves. Stay focused on your vision and don't get distracted by their opinions or noise. Results speak louder than words. When you show up with undeniable success, no one can question your journey. Your work will do the talking for you, and it'll be louder than any criticism or doubt you faced. Surprising people with results doesn't mean being flashy or boastful. It means letting your achievements shine naturally. The more authentic your success, the more impactful it'll be. People will notice even if they don't admit it. This isn't about revenge, it's about redemption. It's about proving to yourself that you're capable of more than anyone expected. It's about rising above the negativity and showing the world what you're truly made of. When you surprise them with results, you inspire others to believe in what's possible. Your comeback becomes a testament to the power of perseverance and hard work. That's the kind of legacy worth building. Failure is not the end, it's a stepping stone. Every setback you face carries a lesson, but only if you're willing to learn from it. Instead of running from failure, lean into it, dissect it. Understand what went wrong and why. That's how you turn failure into fuel. Failure humbles you, but it also teaches resilience. It strips away the illusion of perfection and forces you to confront reality. When you fail, you have two choices. You can let it break you or you can let it build you. Choose to let it build you. Rebuilding after failure requires you to change your perspective. Stop seeing failure as a personal flaw and start seeing it as an opportunity. Failure reveals weaknesses, and once you know where the cracks are, you can fix them and come back stronger. Every successful person has a story of failure. They didn't succeed despite their failures. They succeeded because of them. Failure sharpens your character, tests your determination, and strengthens your resolve. It's a necessary part of growth. Failure also shows you who's really in your corner. Pay attention to who supports you when you're down. Those are the people who believe in you, even when you're at your lowest. Keep them close because they'll cheer for your comeback louder than anyone else. To rebuild after failure, you need to let go of the shame and guilt that often come with it. Everyone fails at something, but not everyone rises again. Your ability to bounce back is what sets you apart. Failure isn't your identity, it's a chapter in your story. When you embrace the lessons from failure, you develop an unshakable strength. You learn to face challenges with confidence, knowing that even if you fall, you have what it takes to rise again. Failure becomes your teacher, not your enemy. Your environment plays a massive role in your success. If you want to rebuild yourself, you need to surround yourself with people who inspire, challenge, and push you to be better. Winners don't tolerate mediocrity, and neither should you. Take a hard look at your circle. Are the people around you lifting you or pulling you down? If they're not contributing to your growth, it's time to reevaluate those relationships. You can't afford to be around negativity when you're rebuilding. Winners think differently. They focus on solutions, not problems. They see opportunities, not obstacles. When you're around people with a winning mindset, their energy is contagious. They challenge you to level up, and they hold you accountable for your goals. Surrounding yourself with winners doesn't mean abandoning your roots, Ross. It means choosing your influences wisely. Seek out mentors, colleagues, and friends who are where you want to be. Learn from their experiences and let their success inspire you. Being around winners also means being open to constructive criticism. Winners will tell you the truth, even when it's uncomfortable, because they want to see you grow. Don't take it personally, use it as a tool to refine yourself. Winners celebrate your success without envy because they're secure in their journey. They don't compete with you, they collaborate with you. That's the kind of energy you need when you're rebuilding. When you surround yourself with winners, you adopt their habits, mindset, and work ethic. You become a reflection of the people you spend the most time with. If you want to be great, align yourself with greatness. In a world obsessed with showing off, staying silent is a power move. When you're rebuilding yourself, you don't need to broadcast your every move. Let people wonder what you're up to. Let them speculate. Silence is your advantage. Talking about your plans before they complete dilutes your focus. Every time you share your vision with the wrong people, you invite doubt, criticism, and distraction. Keep your goals close to your chest until they're undeniable. Silence also protects your energy. The less you share, the less people have to say about your journey. You don't need their approval or validation. The only opinion that matters is your own, so focus on what you're building, not what they think about it. When you stay silent, you eliminate unnecessary pressure. You don't have to live up to anyone's expectations but your own. This gives you the freedom to experiment, fail, and grow without the weight of outside judgment. Silence doesn't mean inaction, it means strategic action. You're moving in the shadows, making progress while everyone else is distracted. By the time they notice, it's too late for them to catch up. That's how you stay ahead. Let your work speak for itself. When you deliver results, you won't have to explain or justify anything. Your success will be undeniable, and it will command respect without you having to say a word. Staying silent isn't about hiding, it's about protecting your process. It's about valuing your journey enough to keep it sacred. The world doesn't need to see every step. They just need to see the finished product. When it's time to return, you don't come back as the same person who left. You come back as a force to be reckoned with. You've rebuilt yourself, and now you're ready to show the world what you're made of. This is your moment to shine. Return stronger. Let your confidence do the talking. You've put in the work, and it shows. You're not seeking approval, you're commanding respect. People will see the change in you before you would say a word. Return wiser. The time you spent rebuilding wasn't just about gaining skills, it was about gaining perspective. You've learned from your failures, grown through your struggles, and come out on the other side with a deeper understanding of yourself and the world. Return hungrier. Success is not the end, it's just the beginning. Use your comeback as a launch pad for even greater achievements. Stay focused, stay driven, and keep pushing the boundaries of what's possible. Your return isn't about proving anyone wrong, it's about proving yourself right. You've shown that you can rise from the ashes and create a version of yourself that's even stronger than before. This is your reward for all your sacrifices and hard work. When you return, don't let the applause distract you. Stay humble and keep building. The journey doesn't end here. It's a lifelong process of growth and evolution. Use your comeback as motivation to keep climbing. Return with gratitude. Remember the lessons, the people, and struggles that shaped you. Let them fuel your future. And never forget where you came from. Your journey is a testament to the power of resilience and determination. When you choose to disappear, rebuild yourself, and return stronger, you're choosing to take control of your life. You're saying, I'm not defined by where I've been, I'm defined by where I'm going. Every step you take in silence, every sacrifice you make, and every lesson you learn builds the foundation for a new version of you, one that's unshakable, unstoppable, and undeniable. This is about proving to yourself that you have the strength, the discipline, and the vision to transform your life. It's not about impressing others or seeking their validation. It's about knowing deep in your soul that you're capable of greatness. When you step back onto the stage of life, you do so as a force to be reckoned with, radiating the confidence, wisdom, and power of someone who has done the work. Your journey is far from over. Rebuilding isn't a destination, it's a mindset. It's the commitment to keep growing, keep striving, and keep evolving. It's about using every setback as a setup for a comeback and never settling for anything less than the life you deserve. This is your time. So disappear, rebuild yourself, and when you return, make sure the world knows you didn't just survive, you thrived. Let them see the strength in your eyes, the wisdom in your words, and the unstoppable determination in your actions.